That's
Hello.
nice.
So yes.
Oh wow, it's really low latency.
So yes. These are the trackers. You see here. Here.
Oh.
Hi.
This is the hit mount.
Oh, the latency is low on that
Out of
stream.
curiosity, what are you using to stream that is really low latency?
VRCDN. VRCDN.
What?
It's what I use for
that's not even loading for me.
events as well.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here are the feed trackers with a 3D mounted mount. Because yes. So yeah, it works. It's real. I have nothing more planned. This is demo. So ask.
Okay, so I can't hear this person's voice at all.
It's really impressive.
Yeah, it is. It's very great.
And where's the hip tracker?
Oh, I shot it here. That's the tracker.
Are you using a DAS with your fucking Quest Pro?
Yes. No,
Oh my
okay,
god.
So
I hate that.
No, it's pretty great. It is just.
You're gonna have to send me images. The stream's not working.
Now I can hear.
God damn it! Fuck you.
British internet.
Find them on printables. Yeah.
For someone who have like some sort of belly, is it a problem if it jiggles? I mean, would it jiggles a lot, or we can position it like on the belly button,
You can, yeah. I mean, you can pretty much put it anywhere you want, and it will just act as like another tracking point. I mean, I guess you could put it as in a chest strap if you prefer that. I guess.
Yeah, you
even
can.
that is
So,
fairly fine.
like technically, like how Alejandro already said, you can technically put the hit tracker anywhere you want. It is a beacon, so it is what the other trackers are based off, but it just acts as a normal tracker.
Okay.
So if this wiggles, then nothing around, like it's still fine. See, my feet and everything are still okay.
So if I would want to put it like on the HMD, I could.
Yes, but it's a range issue at this point. Technically, you
Technically,
can.
If you're really short,
It might be a problem. I'm not short.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're like constantly like bending over, like touching your toes, it would work.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah,
stainless
for
steel
sure.
goes that way most of the time.
I mean, the range
Just
must be
realized
like
framing is
3.5 meters, right?
so the range is around 1.7 meters each of radius. So I mean, technically, if you're like short, you could like just wear one in your headset, but you're like pushing it to the limits. So I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Yes.
But, I mean,
Wear one on the
it's
headset.
amazing.
Fucking go. Yes. Oh, I love being short.
Also,
Wait,
so
so
on
the
the
tracker's not working?
like on the torso, it
These
could be
streams not
great.
working.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if it's more comfortable, I guess you can put it in your chest.
Gotta
and
wait
it
for
should
like
be
a
fine.
minute for it to refresh, but then it works.
Okay.
I mean, the waist is like the best point because it's right in the middle in your body, right? But I guess it should also work in your chest.
You should walk
Alright.
and show the range of the.
What if
beacon,
you
Of the.
what if you don't
I
want to
can.
use the beacon as a tracker? Could you
actually
hide
take
it from SteamVR,
the laptop with me?
but have all the other trackers function still?
I suppose
yeah,
you could
that's
use
an-
Space Calibrator.
Yeah. I mean, that's I mean, that's actually an option. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like right now, if you just like if you just don't drag it into like your body inside the UI, then it just doesn't get like put in the in SteamVR. So
that
yeah.
sounds
Alright,
better.
great.
That sounds better.
Yeah,
because
that's actually a good idea. Wow.
I don't want to wear the beacon because 85 grams. It sounds like
I mean, it
it's
doesn't bother
more
me.
than a Vive 3.0.
It doesn't bother.
dude.
Oh,
You're
come on,
crazy.
it's not
You're
bad,
actually
bad.
crazy.
Yeah,
But I want to go
I'm sure
all
you'll
the
get
way.
I'm
I'm
like,
wearing
looking
a
at the
big ass
stream
power
and,
bank on my
the
back, so it
feet at
doesn't
the same
bother me.
time, and, like I see
Yeah.
a little bit of like wiggling
headset weighs
drift, but
1.6
it's
kilos.
so
Just gotta get
minor
strong, man.
compared to like IMU based
Nah.
tracking.
It might also just be VRChat's smoothing because everything is over
Yeah.
10 hertz. So it is.
I mean,
it is all a kind of hit and
comparing
miss
to
of the
like
network.
Steam VR trackers, which like they stay still when you leave them still. But
Like this
Like,
moving
this is-
around, you see right now. If when I move my headset around, it's not really the product's fault. That is just because my calibration is pretty bad. I like the calibration I did for this mount. It's not perfect, So the software doesn't know where the tracker actually is on the headset. That means if you move around your head, it might also move around the body as well. That will not be a problem if you actually just buy the mounts for your headset.
Or print
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because right now you're using open space calibrator, yeah?
No, this is just the software itself. You don't need anything. You just need the software, and the software does it for you. You don't need any space calibrators.
Could you theoretically use space calibrators anyways?
If you want to use it with the system, you mean to calibrate?
I mean, just under mixed tracker types or something. I don't know.
I mean, you can use it mixed, surely, but you still need the FluxPose tracker on your headset. But if you then also want to use lighthouse tracking for controllers, for example, you can just do that. That shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
I have a question. I don't know if I already asked it on the Discord, but since it's using 2.4 gigahertz frequency, will you get getting interference with others 2.4 gigahertz device at on?
So I can answer this. Oh lord, this is the loudest microphone ever. Holy shit. Who is that?
You'll be okay there?
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Hey,
I mean, of course, yes. Everything
right now, so that's easy.
Everything that is wireless can have interference, but from experience, I can say, and especially in comparison to like lighthouse trackers, this wireless system is extremely fucked up stable. Like in this house, we are in an apartment complex. Like we have apartments on basically any side, the front side. I can basically not use lighthouse trackers. We have 7 lighthouses across 2 rooms, but it just doesn't work. The performance is not well enough. Whereas here, I can go to our storage room that is like 10 meters away and between four walls. Like I can show you. I can just go to there, and it will still track fine. Other than that, that is because this door is metal. It's a metal frame door, so it kind of freaks out there. But I'm the storage room right now.
Okay.
And it still works.
I guess, speaking of interference, are there certain types of electrical devices in your room that could cause problems with tracking? Like I got 3D printers, UPSs, and a bunch of stuff that I don't know if they can mess with magnets.
So for interference, distance is key. So I mean, for most things, if you are just like a few centimeters away, then that's not an issue at all. Like just a few inches away, that's not an issue. So I mean, pretty much whatever it is, unless it's like really fucked up, it shouldn't be an issue if you are like a small distance away. Like it
so I
doesn't
can't
really
go
matter
inside
what
my
it is.
3D printer. Not that I should anyway.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could. Yeah.
I'm right next to a 3D printer right now. This is here. This is my 3D printer, and it's fine.
Okay.
In terms of the tracking quality, I can add to that because in the space you see right there, basically from the camera's point of view, I have some lighthouse dongles, and then standing just near the couch is already enough for my controllers to not function properly anymore. My index controllers. Meanwhile, this here the dock, which is also the dongle, is right now in the bedroom, so way further away from the living room. And you can see it is still working completely fine, so it's 10 times better than Lighthouse.
In terms of wireless performance.
Yeah.
Specifically.
And also, right now, Camino is just using like one like wireless channel. So like all his like trackers are working with just one channel. So it's actually using like very little of the whole like RF space that you have available in the 2.4 gigahertz band. So like if for somehow it gives you like some issues, you can just like get another dongle or another hub dock, and it will like split the traffic between like more than one channel, and it will be even better if for some reason issues.
Yeah, I was raising my hand. I didn't want to keep seeing it. How was yeah, everyone else wanted to say something first. I wanted to let them go. But how about connecting to the computer itself? So, like, we all know the issues with SteamVR dongles. The Watchmen dongles have shenanigans. So, how does the How does that work? Do you need like funny USB hubs to make it work, or
so
like, how does that go?
how I have it connected right now is I just have the hub, and the hub is just connected via a box standard 1.5 meter USB cable. But I assume I wouldn't connect the hub to an extension cord, but there will be a separate dongle available. And if you have a really big play space, you could technically just put an extension cord to somewhere else and put the dongle in there, if that's what you mean.
So like, there's one dongle connects to all the trackers.
Oh yeah, it's one device. One dongle handles 10 trackers. Is it right? 10 trackers?
Yeah, up to 10.
Yeah.
I agree. More than trackers, like devices. So the waist tracker counts as one of them. So it's like 9 trackers plus your waist tracker, your beacon, per dongle or per hub dock.
And so we can use as many docks as we want on our PC, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably like a theoretical limit, but it's probably in the hundreds. Like, you have many like channels available, so I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
Is the dongle HID or is it serial?
It's neither. It's using just like bulk endpoints. So it's not. Yeah. It's just using like bulk USB endpoints to like transfer the data back and forth. So it's none of those.
So it's what the fuck?
Yeah.
I
So
feel like
it's
none
just
of
using
these
the yeah. I mean, so basically in yeah. I mean, it's just like going as low level as possible in USB and using like what USB provides, which are either bulk endpoints or isochronous endpoints, and we're using bulk endpoints because of the higher bandwidth. So it's going as low as possible. You could use HID, but that means that you are limited in bandwidth. So we're not doing that.
That's definitely a way of getting around Microsoft's licensing terms.
Yeah, that's true. And we use like the WinUSB like system, so basically you don't have to install any drivers. It's already included in all computers, and that's also compatible with Linux or any other OSs because it's also built in I think most distros. I would say it's a very common thing.
Oh, that's jank as fuck.
No, I think that's reliable.
I mean, it's pretty hard to
questions.
beat the Watchmans in terms of being jank.
I mean, Watchman's just because packets have to be timed properly. And USB fucking sucks.
I mean, the moment you do any like single TT USB hub, like technically some of them are okay, but most of them are.
Oh no, the problem isn't MTT and STT. It's actually like the internal latency of the controller and its firmware. It's just.
I mean,
MTT
I'm referring to the issues a lot of people have the moment to use USB hubs because they have like one dongle per.
Oh yeah, no. All my dongles are daisy chained through 3 hubs. And I personally don't have issues.
Never met anyone who did that.
It really depends on like the firmware of the controller in the hub. It's a firmware thing.
Also, it's also USB cable length issue. That's what I always run into. USB 2.0 5 meter limit.
Not even that. I have it connected to. So I have one hub connected via a 5 meter cable, and then another one with a meter cable, and then each dongle, because I use the NACO receivers, have hubs inside of them, which also use 1.5 meter cables.
I wonder if it's a combination of also me always living in high interference areas, which kinda makes both of them issue. But I did try a 10 meter cable, probably a crappy one. It claimed to be active, but actually I doubt it. But yeah, no.
If it's active, it'll have like a massive box on it somewhere.
The trackers.
And usually
have a large box, but it was suspiciously not powered, so.
Yeah, that's not good.
You don't know like really the solidity. Would you guys make or provide like dimensions to make like protective case, so making them more solid?
You're on the new website. You already have all the 3 models available. Also, a couple guides on how to like integrate the devices on your own stuff. So I think that's already available. If it's not, just let me know and I will push it. Yeah. But
so
it
it's
should already be
very solid, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and if you need anything else, just ask for it. Like, that's the idea behind it. Yeah. Like there are a few areas of the trackers that you shouldn't like cover with, for example, like with metals and so on. But there are like a few small areas, and it's they are clearly defining the documents in the downloads page. If you like try not to put any like huge amount of metal in those parts, then it should be fine. You don't have to be that much careful. Yeah, and if you have to put it like close to like metal, for example, like with a headset, you can just calibrate that out with another program that we are providing. So you can create your own mounts either for headsets or in the future for anything else that you want to build. We're going to provide like.
Sorry.
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I would stay in the safe side and don't use FluxPose, I guess. That would be my answer. I mean, like, why risk it, right? It should be fine, probably, but who knows? Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I have a question. I'm going to try to phrase it as best I can because of my efforts to hear Komio. I can hear everybody else except for Komio. I can hear you in the background and not Komio. So have you done like a dance demonstration yet, and like occlusion type things and some kind of hard stuff? Because you're wearing like 8 pieces, right? And I'm wearing 3 on Vive stuff, and so occlusion is kind of an issue, dropout and all that good stuff.
So basically, right now you could use like exactly the same amount of pieces as you are using in a Vive system, and it will work exactly the same, right? Because we are full fixed off, so it should be exactly the same.
Okay, so I see the occlusion. What about stomping? How does that work? Like, does it like start bouncing around and stuff?
Oh, that looks more stable than my house. Jesus.
Okay, interesting.
I love how the Quest Pro controllers lose tracking first.
Yeah, that's typical.
Okay, that's interesting.
Shaking from the other room.
I mean, these do rely on IMUs as well. So anything like
really fast will. Man, I wish I could hear Komio. Oh my god.
But it shouldn't be any worse than other. I mean,
yeah, he says they do use IMUs, but it's the same as literally every tracking. So if you really hit them, the IMUs will be peaked, and that will cause them to fly away a bit.
So which IMU is it?
I think right now we're using a BMI 323, but we are heavily calibrating it right now. So like we are doing around 20 to 30 times better than what the datasheet says, and that's really important because if we want to like rely on both systems, on both in the electromagnetic system and the IMU system, and join them together, then we need to like be able to fully trust the IMU. So basically, we can pretty much use any IMU in the market, and we just need to calibrate it really well. And we actually go through like an hour tracking process for each tracker, and they spin around. We record their data, and then we calibrate them, and that's how it gets so good. Because otherwise, it will be shit. Yeah.
That makes me curious from blunt force impacts. Like, how do they handle like if you got it and just like lobbed it at the floor? How would that handle? Because I know that usually causes IMUs to stop right there.
So you guys shouldn't break your trackers, okay?
You're obviously.
Oh, it's the first test I do whenever I get a tracker. I just throw it at the floor. That's how I found time.
I guess you don't have any surviving Quest hardware.
No, Quest hardware was fine. It's the only hardware that's fine.
So what happens if you like take your belt and like move your belt or move your foot? Does your entire skeleton do a funny business?
Can you relay me? I think you actually have to be muted because I see the muted button above your thing.
Apparently, Apparently, you have a muted, or like a little mute icon above your name tag for him.
Oh, that's interesting. Man. Oh my god, finally. How did that happen?
Probably a mistake. It happens all the time. It's fine.
My bad.
What was the question again?
I guess the last question was, so if you take a tracker and like do a funny business, how does it look? Like that. Because like slime does real weird stuff.
So right now I should currently rephrase. I'm currently in a mode called 6.plus. The way it currently works, which is not really how it will perform better once it is released, but currently Maybe you can explain it. Actually, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I will. So basically, you have your 6DoF mode. Yes, everything works 6DoF as if you were wearing like Tundras or Vice trackers. But then, in
Looks
case you are
very reliable.
in a very bad environment or something like that, or whatever it is, we are also adding another mode that we call 6DoF Plus, which if you're wearing like a tracker in your knees and one in your feet, it will kind of behave as if it just was like an IMU tracker that we are correcting for drift with the EMF system, right? So it will improve in those very edge cases. That, for example, if you live like in a skyscraper made fully of metal, it will increase that a lot. It will make it work way better. But for most cases,
okay, so it does affect your knees. Interesting.
That's just VRChat IK though.
I think it's just VRChat IK.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way VRChat handles IK is like the knee tracker is literally just like rotation only.
Just think of like
And then
it's
the
like
third
the baggy like you turn into a bag. So if it's your hip, your entire body turns into a bag.
I think it's more of a IK
issue.
Yeah, that's the VRChat IK. That's unsolvable in hardware.
Okay, so similar behavior.
Yeah,
Okay. Do much
I mean,
about
yeah,
that.
keep like VRChat
You
pairs
would have to
everything
ask Kanye
either
VRChat.
your hip or your head. So if your hip moves, then your other trackers can't do anything. Your entire body will move.
Okay, that's
just
fair.
VRChat.
So currently now I am in a proper 6DoF mode, not 6DoF Plus, and you notice a little bit more like inaccuracy with the legs specifically, but it's also because off floor is probably the worst case scenario. It's like concrete metal enforced floor, so it doesn't get any worse than this, honestly.
Will it fix if you T-stance or calibrate real quick?
Why Hesh?
Let's see. Try.
In my experience, the trackers kind of
get
a bit confused.
That's easy.
For this.
Simple, quick, easy.
Oh right.
They probably moved around, yeah, I guess.
I did notice indeed, Komi, that when you switch between the two, you do have to do a T-pose because they are in slightly different positions.
No, I did do that. I did do that.
Did you? Okay,
but,
good.
Yeah, I did.
So is this now like 6DoF or 6DoF Plus?
This is proper 6DoF Plus mode now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For 6DoF, and yeah, the legs are
it should
struggling.
behave, quite similar, yeah.
Oh my god, this tracker isn't calibrating. I love Tundras.
Yeah.
You should use a Tundra tracker for continuous calibration for the best experience.
Oh, I love Tundras. They always work.
Right.
Oh man.
Angry now. So hard.
Calibration failed. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yep. Yeah.
So I know things like the Tundra trackers, the Vive trackers, and so on have like Pogo pins in the back that you can use to add haptics, buttons, or batteries. Anything similar like that on these devices?
Yeah, so all of them have a magnetic connector with like 3 Pogo pins. I mean, the trackers have the non-Pogo side, so they are like harder to break. You would put like the Pogo pins in your device, and then you can interact in any way you want with the PC software. You can send any data you want. You can like simulate clicks. You can get your.
So you could theoretically make the entire controllers if you wanted to with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Cool.
Good. You would need your own power source though. They don't provide power, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can power the trackers, but they cannot power you back because they are so small and obviously, yeah. It wouldn't make sense.
Not good.
I mean, that battery would run flat in like half an hour, I think.
I mean, if you, I want to make controllers with those, and I'm probably gonna try that. If like it works well enough, why not build a tracker, a controller that has FluxPose integrated into it, and that doesn't just use a FluxPose.
Oh, I'd fucking love that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Especially considering my knuckles.
I mean, we actually built like a pair of trackers like 2 years ago with this technology. Like I probably have a picture somewhere. So we put the tracker inside the controller. We kind of stole the 3D model from the Valve Index controllers from the Knuckles, and we just put like our tracker inside and like built like a small PCB, you know, for the buttons, and it worked fine. I mean, we probably have like a video of like playing Beat Saber with them. Right, Guillermo? Can you pull that out? Yeah, I think yeah, he will like share that on Discord or something in a few
You can
minutes.
put it on the live stream if you want to. If you can put it on a CDN or some kind of, or you send it to me, I can post it.
Yeah, just send it. I can drag it into the OBS stream for you.
To Camino, please.
Yeah.
I'll try doing that.
No, the OBS stream is on my laptop though, not on my PC.
Oh right, it's on your laptop, so you're.
Yeah, I can switch though. I can switch to the PC. It's no biggie. If you just send it to me, then it's fine. I can show it. Yeah.
So like everything you're seeing here is still in a very early beta phase, and this is why we're actually doing the beta, like tweak everything, all the filtering, and there are probably many things that we need to study and tweak. So I mean, if you see anything wrong, we are probably going to fix that. If not, Camino will just let you know.
I'm just gonna switch back to 6 plus mode. It's like more.
Yeah, like a week or two ago, we heard the range was improved to 1.5 to 1.6 meters, and today I hear 1.7 meters.
Yeah. So
is it still gonna improve?
So the thing is, there is no hard limit on the range. We're just putting a hard limiting software to prevent the trackers from doing weird stuff. If you take them, like 2 meters away, we prefer them to just like stay still if you go too far instead of going crazy. So it's just a hard limit. If we improve the technology behind, which we did, then we can increase that limit while keeping the same tracking quality. There are also a lot of like power settings that you can tweak on the system. If you go higher power, if you don't mind like lower battery life, you could potentially actually use that full range or even more. Okay. Right now the Beacon has like an average battery life of, depending on your power mode, 14 hours, 15 hours. If you don't mind going to a bit lower power mode, then it's going to reach no problem 24 hours. If you want to go higher power, which means less noise, better tracking overall, then it goes down to around 8, 9, 10. That's the highest power mode. You shouldn't need to do that unless you are in a very, very weird environment, maybe. But there are like a lot of things you can tweak around and play with the performance of the system. Yep.
So will there be a toggle to disable that limit then?
To disable what?
So the 1.7 meter limit, will there be a toggle to disable that limit?
I mean, it's just like a software choice. I guess we can do that. Yeah. It will be like an advanced setting probably then. But yeah. I mean, there's no issue on that. There will be a point where the hardware by itself will stop tracking, but that's like well past that.
Right. I don't want to break it.
And if you do like short trips out of that range and then come back, like let's say 2 or 3 seconds, it will keep tracking as usual. So if you just like put the tracker like I don't know in a tennis ball or something and do whatever with it, it should be fine. It will recover or probably not lose any tracking if it's just like a short trip around.
Quick question. You might have said this already, but it might be important visually on our end so we can see ourselves. It won't matter for everybody else. But what's the tracking refresh rate right now?
So the system itself outputs to SteamVR or after the beta to OSC at 100 Hz. That's completely configurable. We have support for predicting into the future or in the past if that's what you want. Maybe depending on your system, you might need that. For example, if you're not using like the dongle through USB, but you are like going through like a USB IP like in your phone or whatever to increase the range, you might need to tweak that like prediction time to adjust for that. So we fully support that. Again, the frequency you can change it. it's part of what changes the power mode of the system. If you increase the frequency beyond that, you will reduce the battery life. But like right now at the 100 hertz, it's what that baseline is. And but yeah, you can increase it. Yeah. And if you want to increase it further, you will need an extra dongle, for example, probably because of one bandwidth limitations, right? So like right now we support those 10 devices, one dock or one dongle, but only for up to 10 devices. If you want to like go higher grades, then you need another dock or another dongle.
But is that proper magnetic tracking refresh rate, or is that IMU interpolated?
So the system is not, so you cannot think of like IMU only or magnetic only, because there are a lot of things being mixed around. The IMU runs at a way higher speed, which gets like downsample on the device itself before being sent to the PC. Magnetic runs a bit differently because we do like several tricks to save power. It depends. Like the IMU frequency is way higher, but then with like downsample and so on. So it's hard to answer, I guess.
Yeah.
Gets to your PC depends on the available bandwidth on the RFA spectrum. So if it's more congested, it will just drop packets and it won't lose tracking. It will do its best with as much bandwidth as it has on the air. So that's also why it works really well in congested environments. You shouldn't feel any like noticeable like drop in quality, pretty much never, in terms of like wireless interference. And if you do, you can just change the channel that the system uses, and all the devices will jump to this new channel. It's not like the Tundra or Vive devices that it's a fixed channel, and if you don't like it, then that's it. You can change it. You can, if you have multiple of them, you can make them use like any two channels you want, or just let the system like jump around as it wants. Yeah, it will try to find. It will try to do its best to to accommodate your use case.
Yep.
Comfortable.
Wow, it's silent. This is awkward.
About the accuracy of the trackers, I noticed on the Discord on a discussion that it's as accurate as a Vive tracker, right?
So in our tracking range, so this sphere, we calibrate all the devices to be within the numbers I gave, which they are like 3.5 millimeters and 0.6, 0.7 degrees or something like that. We calibrate them to that. If you are in a perfect environment, you will experience that amount of accuracy. Obviously, if you move a lot of metal nearby a tracker and you don't calibrate for that in your adapter mount or whatever, it will get worse. But it just moves around. Like, for example, imagine if my hands were like a piece of metal, and I put it close. It will just move slightly around the tracker in space. It doesn't produce noise. It just moves things around a bit. So for most cases, even if you have a lot of errors somehow, the VRChat calibration should just work and fix the error for you.
Hello.
Okay. If it's small enough, obviously. Which, I mean, like a convenience is probably one of the worst cases in terms of metal. In somewhere he's in an apartment where the floor is literally made of metal. It looks like, and it's working fine. So yeah. And this is why we are also doing the beta test. But I mean, convenience is probably one of the worst cases already. And even if it was like terrible, the accuracy issue goes down with the radius really fast. So even if you have a lot of metal nearby, if you are close to the waste tracker, those issues go down like really fast. So and this is why we put the waste tracker right in the middle, because this lets us ignore those issues a lot. You can put it like in your chest, but yeah. What?
Get lag.
I noticed a mention. It was mentioned before you updated the website. It so the tracker is including DSP. So what is it? What is it exactly?
So I don't remember that in the web page, but the tracker is doing it's doing pretty much all the hard work, to reduce the amount of bandwidth it needs to send to the computer. So it's doing pretty much. I mean, everything runs on the MCU, though, if that's what you're asking. It's an ARM MCU.
No, because I've seen the mention of DSP, and I wonder what is it or what it means. Is it a function, or like?
So I mean, DSP is just like a term for doing things with digital signals, which we are doing a fuck ton of. We are like doing a lot of things in the tracker to like read all the magnetic fields, accommodate them, calibrate them, and so on. So that's kind of a term for that. It's digital signal processing. So it's just like a general term. It doesn't really mean anything. You can have, for example, like DSP hardware, which accelerates DSP work, but it's just like a general term for digital work with signals. So and that all happens on the tracker themselves. Yeah.
Sorry. What happens if multiple people that are using these trackers are all in a physical play space?
So right now, it's written somewhere in the web page. Right now, in this beta phase, we only allow one of them, so one tracking system working in the same, like around 4-meter radius sphere. Later on, we have. So the system it has been designed for allowing multiple systems working at the same time. So that will definitely be a thing, but only after the beta. You can probably have up to maybe 2, 3, 4. That's probably around that. And the same thing for either multiple systems or multiple beacons in the same system. Around that limit.
I've just noticed the points on the Earth in the background are where all the testers are.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Who the fuck's in Africa? Who would that be?
South Africa.
There's no name on things purposely. I didn't put.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's fucking exactly dressed as it looks.
No, it's just time zone. It's just the like +12 or whatever.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's another time zone. Yeah.
And then what now? And what now? What's the state of the project? Now I know it's a closed beta right now, but what will be next?
So like next week we are going to start sending more kits to all the beta testers, and right after that, if there are no issues, which so far with Comino everything has been quite smooth, right? If there are no more issues, then we'll probably get out of the beta probably by the end of this summer. We're still not sure what we are going to do going forwards. We might do some kind of pre-sale, or maybe do just a few units, or maybe worst case also do a Kickstarter or something like that. It still depends on many things. I mean, the hardware is kind of finished. We don't expect any changes to it. It's mainly software and tweaking filters and all these kind of things, if there are no big surprises. Okay. Last month we manufactured around 150 trackers. We are going to do some more to be able to give more trackers to each beta tester, because we want them to have instead of 5 tracker system, maybe 6, 7, 8. So I mean, we have already streamlined that quite a bit. But yeah, we still are not sure what we are going to do moving forwards after the beta phase. What kind of system we are going to use.
And so you're getting new beta tester from new ones after the first batch. So from the form.
So it depends on how well our body works. If we notice that some environments that there are some environments where we need to test everything more, then we'll try to find beta testers that have that kind of environment. If that doesn't happen, then we will just move forward probably with this amount of beta testers or maybe a few more.
Okay. I just want to say, don't be afraid of crowdfunding. It's a really good way to finance project like this. It's probably much better for you than
I would like to support the project. That was I was going to ask if we would open like a crowdfunding project or like a Kickstarter.
So that's probably that's probably one of the probably most likely choices that we might end up doing. It's either that or do a pre-sale because we need to know how many we have to make before we actually make them. Because I mean we don't have enough money to just make as many as we want and then maybe go make too many of them or too few and then it's. So we are probably definitely going to do either a pre-sale or maybe a Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever it is or crowd supply maybe. Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, because I guess making those beta test kit must cost a lot. And yeah, it need a financial a fund and crowdfunding could be great. And if you do that, I might support you in that.
Awesome. Thanks.
Crowdfunding is a really good way to test the market. Probably to be your best bet, to be honest.
Yeah.
I understand the caution of it.
You already proved a lot, and I think it's a good thing to open a crowdfunding.
Well past the point of many Kickstarters that only have like a prototype. We're like shipping to people, and then we are just using it and works. Like this is just a beta, yeah. I mean, we've been working on this for 3 or 4 years now, maybe even more. So it's been a long time. We've made probably 15 to 20 different hardware revisions, going from bigger or more more powerful, smaller, and so on, until we've reached this point where we are really happy. We've been able to squeeze everything down to a very, very small form factor. It's been a very long way, and so many things.
So in regards to crowdfunding, I suppose there's if it doesn't feel like there's a middle ground, it's either something that explodes because a YouTuber covers it, or it's something small scale with less than 100 people, a Singularis situation. So which one would you more like to do? Do you want a small scale situation, or do you want all eyes on you? As I guess what you would have to figure out more than likely.
So I guess that if the beta works well, I mean, if all the beta kits that we send work well enough and we don't find any issues, it's literally just better for everyone, for me and for everyone getting the system, to just go higher in volume because then we can actually lower the price and everything. So if there are no issues and we don't find any issues and everything's reliable and things don't break, then I would say that the larger the Kickstarter or whatever, the better. Yeah, just for that reason.
I just want to say one thing from experience.
Yeah.
Be careful about becoming too big too soon, because that can ruin your company. I've seen that before. Just, enthusiasm is amazing and your product is good, but just don't get overwhelmed. That's, a little precaution.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Tommy?
Yeah, actually, I was going to add on to what Fujin was saying here, that one big thing particular that can happen is a switch from 3D printed prototypes to plastic injection molding, which requires a different process and design. Since you guys are slowly talking about ramping up, did you guys at all prepare for that, or the changes required for that to be facilitated?
Right now, Guillermo, my partner in this, all the designs that Comino currently has are ready for injection printing. So all the things that you need to do injection printing are there. All the thin walls, everything, all the different features are. We might still find issues, but technically we are quite close to having an injection ready prototype at least. But one issue that we have is that we have so many different plastic parts. If you count everything, because we have so many different types of devices, like the dongle, the beacon, the trackers, the docks. We have around I think it was 13 or 14 different plastic parts. So that's actually like a huge cost upfront for like making the molds.
Exactly.
So also like a challenge. That's probably the biggest challenge moving forward. In terms of like the PCB manufacturing and all of that, I think that's mostly covered up. I think that's fine. I'm not expecting any issues with that. We've done a lot lately, and this last run was pretty much good. I mean, apart from a few random issues, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, the biggest issue moving forward would probably be getting the plastics right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
And you're gonna make them in China or?
So our goal would be to like manufacture everything locally here in Spain where we are, or as much as possible. The PCB is probably something you cannot do that in any kind of reasonable price. Plastics, we would try to do it locally too. Maybe the molds need to be outsourced because that's how the world works, but the plastic should be done here, I think. It's also what makes more sense, like economically, probably because of like shipping costs and so on, because plastics get, very big, very fast.
Also time-wise, because shipping can take a long time from Asia.
Yeah,
currently it's
exactly.
even longer because
And
there's
then
problems in ports. But you can definitely do it in
exactly.
the EU, if not in Spain, because there's a lot of plastic.
Yeah, like
molds.
something like more local in EU would be great. We are definitely going to do the assembly here, because that way we have way more control than just like telling someone to do it for us. It's also simpler for us to get started, right? We can refine the assembly process. We can refine any issues we find way faster this way, we think. And probably most importantly, the calibration process is extremely important. Needs to be done, obviously, and that can only be done by us here in the calibration systems we've built. So it definitely makes sense to just make everything like as local as possible, in terms of like supply chain and everything.
Yeah, with electronics especially, because certificates, and if you get them locally, it's much easier than getting them in like China, for example, with electronics. Yeah. Also, you would have to have somebody do quality control, and there's companies that do that in Asia, but your product is unique and they don't know what it's about, so it would not be.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that by doing it here means that it would be like much easier for us and way lower risk, because we're not risking everything, like a few 1,000 kilometers away. If we can like split and just trust someone to make the PCBs right, and then we just put everything together, check everything before we do that, and then do the final calibration, where it's also where we verify every tracker and how it performs. Then I think that's much easier and lower risk. Yeah.
So you're not doing things the Nofio way?
What
I was
do you
making
say,
a joke. I was making a joke that you're not doing things the Nofio way, who took the risks later on, and that ended very badly.
Is the boat still stuck in South Africa? Or where was it? I don't know.
By the way, so how early do you hope to ship an actual product, like a final product?
So if everything goes well, we should finish all the beta period by the end of this summer. That's at least what we are hoping for. And so if we get all the funding we need, so because all the hardware is ready, we just need to do like probably one or two more iterations to make sure everything works right. It should probably be within 6 months of finishing the Kickstarter. I think that's a safe estimate, I think. Because we are already way past the prototype stage right now, which is a huge advantage, I think.
If you're looking for a cheap shipping that's reliable, I recommend GLS for small packages. It's probably the best in the union.
Oh, yeah, because for example, we've noticed that DHL doesn't want to ship our kits because they have too many individual batteries in them. It doesn't matter how small they are. If they are like above 2 of them, you cannot ship them in the same package.
DHL is also fucking useless in the UK as well.
Where are
like they are so inept. It's fucking crazy.
We're sending through them in the union. We have good experience, much better than DHL actually. DHL is kind of
Oh
useful,
yeah,
especially in Spain.
Like for sure. Yeah. Yes, it's quite good here. And we also used FedEx last time. We sent something to Camino, and it worked fine, I guess, right?
Other than the
FedEx is good, it's
delay.
expensive.
Yeah. FedEx is also useless in the UK.
The UK is useless. Got him.
DX is all right. But
yeah, no, I guess that's pretty much it, right, Kumino?
Yeah, I mean, it was planned for an hour. We are at an hour, even short. So yeah, we will just still chill in this world as long as I want to. So you can still be here and ask questions or play pool or something like that. But I think I will just stop the stream because I feel awkward.
Just don't know what to say, dude.
Okay,
Product
I have a
like
question
works
for
really
you.
well.
Do a dance.
Just gonna throw some money at you, hold on.
Is it okay if I
do a
close
dance
the
wearing a
record
blanket.
on YouTube, but like with a private link? Like,
You can also upload it. It is completely fine. This entire you can upload everything here. It's completely fine.
Yeah, since we can see your.
Do you guys have any?
Yeah, it's fine.
On the stream,
I don't.
so
I accepted this. I accepted this. It's fine.
So I think we already have too many things going
I'm very glad
around,
they're finally
there will be
nearing
more
beta
Kickstarter, so
shipping.
we are
I've
just
never
going
seen
to
this
track it
product
for now.
before, and I
Maybe
joined
in the
like
future
randomly.
we will, if that makes sense, because it looks like it makes sense if you want to get rid of your, your lighthouse.
Yeah, I'm in the
But
beta
right
group,
now,
and
only going to
ironically, ever since
if
FluxPose
we
like
do
started, like
controllers, you might just be
publicly
able
announcing
to
it,
maybe do your
and
existing
starting the
your
beta,
tracker in the controller or something
I
like
still
that.
haven't received
That
the
would probably be the
master
goal and going forward. But yeah,
There-
right now,
there-
just trackers. Yeah.
I know EOZ is working on gloves that you're supposed to attach a tracker to, so that might
It
be
will actually be.
for this shit ever
Yeah,
because
it will
that
actually be
might
a really good idea. Yeah, but that's
that
something.
way.
I guess.
Yeah, I was like, so the way I got community manager was like, I saw him on UZ, I saw him on Slack, I was like, no, I'll make you a Discord server, I'll figure everything out. And it was like beta, I was like, beta testers? This fucker has to be beta tester, that's for sure, 100% beta tester. We had an internal form, and everyone was like ranked, everyone had like colored, like maybe, likely, unlikely, bro had the gold color, bro was 100%.
Yes, mate. We need trackers falling down.
Sigma.
The pics of the control, I can repost them. Yeah, I can repost them. I'm just gonna put it in media.
Oh, and somewhere in
Yeah,
the
I got a
Discord.
message just being like, oh, by the way, we're gonna include extra shit in yours. Because they want me to try jank shit, like a virtual here, I think.
I mean, you're the jank motherfucker, so it would be reasonable for them to jank shit.
I also have like
this, so
copious
it's
amounts of
really
fucking
going
EZ straps as well, so I guess I could also
One
fill out
license
those.
per headset is
I actually think. No,
and
no.
paid
actually,
license, like virtual
I was thinking
media for the
in the
Pico 4.
beginning, they could make the plastics in the Union, but later, if they have like
So
high
you can
volumes, they
send,
could do
you
it in
can
Asia.
plug USB
But I
hardware
mean,
Pico 4
doing
and
it
then
in
stream that to the.
They mentioned
you
it's
missed the entire
€300.
You just missed it.
But
You just
it's a
missed
paid
it.
You
software
literally
and
missed
then
it like
it's
3
one
minutes ago.
everything.
license
Every
per
single thing.
device,
Yeah,
and you cannot relocate it.
We canceled the project,
my
we burnt
God.
everything, it's gone.
I
We're all
hate
going back
those
to
software
using
like
the
that.
fucking Quest Pro trackers for everything.
We're going back to using my
Knows
broken
like that
laptop.
need to go.
I wouldn't worry.
I'm
No,
so
no,
mad my
Kimono's
laptop
using it,
just
it
stopped
actually looks
working
really
hard. I
good,
can't
I'm
even
not
use it
gonna
as a fucking
lie.
tracker, man.
Like, it's actually much
Really
improved since the
interesting
early videos. It was like,
Yeah,
when the
it is
videos
even-
are posted... Sorry.
It's even crazier. Like we had an alpha kit that was, to be fair, it was just meant to like test the wireless performance because Manor was moving out of his old apartment that had even worse wireless interference in here. But even back then, and it was like only a month apart, it was pretty rough. And within a month, the change is insane. And like, if there's one thing I genuinely see with this project is that the hardware basis, the foundation is incredible, and it's just kind of the software and everything around it that can be improved. But it can be improved. That's the thing. It can be. There's
common
so
story
much
in VR.
possibilities. Yeah.
You know, just for this, I'm gonna try and
no, I
find
remember
my
seeing the
guitars,
original
if I
videos,
can
it's
see if
kind
it
of
breaks the
somewhat
guitar.
dismissive of it, but then seeing it now,
So I have a
like,
feeling
okay,
it's not on the
actually
guitars.
looks really good.
I also just have to say, like, in terms of setting this up, no worrying about like base station being in the right position, no worrying about dongles being in the right position, no worrying about like a full body calibration that you need to do for slime. It's basically plug and play. So as close as you get to plug and play as possible.
No funny
In fact,
USB issues.
Even the pairing is super easy. You literally just put them into the dock and they're immediately paired.
Yeah,
Or like
that
do
looks
that,
good.
press 2 buttons and they're paired. All of them.
Oh, Dan, you can see the parts
This
over there
sounds
in the right
great.
table corner.
The
The
what?
docks and stuff.
Like no pairing shenanigans, just put them in the dock and they pair. That's awesome.
Banana for scale.
Banana. Oh yeah, I saw that you got the scale wrong on the thing. Like, it's not
wait,
a
is
real
this
life
people scale or is this anime girl scale?
It's
difficult to
anime
tell.
girl scale.
This is real life scale. You just have to scale yourself in
It's actual
VR.
scale.
It's scale to your VR height. Scale yourself to your VR height.
I am scaled my
It is
VR
scaled
height. Or I
properly.
think it's
I'm
like
scaled to my
technically
real
10%
height
off.
by my
Like, it's
eyes. I don't want to unscale.
I don't want to believe it's this small.
Actually, that's how
But you can compare it to like the index controller, see if
Yeah, it makes
Let
sense.
me compare it with RL. Like,
I mean, who
Yeah.
cares?
Receiver printed out and
Yeah,
That's tiny.
I can tell you the index controller here is spot on when it comes to scale. And I do think the tracker too.
I'm such an old man. You can't do that.
I can't see a tracker right now, but I
Yeah,
can
it's
see
scale.
it.
That's pretty small. That's pretty small.
Go
Skip for your legs. Oh my god.
Bro, you're like
It's very small. I can
with this.
Okay, so Val at around
Val.
160,
Bro, I'm
at around
5'10".
160
This is
it is.
normal height.
let's try to get on
VR real quick. Hold
Like, Let me see if I can get
on.
I'm a real size right now.
It's
I
scaled
see the
between
dock
my eyes
right
and my
there,
actual
IRL.
height. It's just
And when
about
I
the
line
same.
the dock up with the
I went
virtual
through the
dock,
trouble of
they
figuring
are
out.
identical.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I love Lighthouse.
Stand up to see if I got the size of the height.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
higher
that's pretty
right
smart.
now, so I'm pretty
Yeah,
tall.
that-
Yeah.
that looks about right.
Oh, I also forgot to ask before, but will we be
Yeah,
able to
tall.
like change what is shown on the screen like a gimmick?
Bro's the tallest.
Yeah. Extra V2 with that. Like right here.
Yeah, so
some
you can,
somewhere like
write
this.
anything you want on the screen. Yeah.
And then
If you don't write anything, it will automatically put
The
the
comedic
phone next
control module.
to whatever.
Oh yeah, but like the
slot you assign it
comedy
to,
tiny
assign the
VR
tracker to,
controller
it will
that
say just
also
you
fits
can
on big
just
hands.
assign it whatever you want.
On this main tracker.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It's fucking hilarious stuff.
No, actually,
It's pretty small.
I can't put the joystick to close because I'm using Hall Effects
Yeah,
joysticks.
like on the back, like
So
Interesting.
wait on
it can move the distance because magnets moving around.
I actually thought about
Maybe
making
you'll-
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, they're so small, you should make them that Nintendo plastic that tastes bad.
Yeah, that's about the same size. Yep.
I think
Pretty close. Not quite.
How does
but
this
pretty
No, there is a
close, yeah.
screw. There is a screw. I can see it.
This is Tundra.
Behind. Oh, that's
No,
Tundra.
but this is the
Fucking
Tundra.
This is FluxPose.
This is
Okay,
Chandra,
oh, that's
this is
a little shit.
52,
So how do you put it
53.
on a strap then?
Basically, there is
They-
like
they
a
have- they
holder
like slide
mechanism
into a
that you
little
can like
thing.
put it in there, and there are
Yeah, there's like
circles that
magnets on the
hold it
back,
in
you
place.
see? So you need some sort of like holder
the
that can
tracker
make
has
mount
like
that.
a
So
slot
makes
that you first like a slot in the actual like
Yeah.
strap, and then the magnets will hold it in, and it's
Yeah.
pretty much
Oh,
impossible
it's
for it
getting
to
so fucking weird,
So
man.
it's basically an adapter.
Yeah, you can make an
Yeah.
extra with screw hole basically. I have
Actually,
one.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
Camino, when they were
It's a
streaming, you could see the
little
printed
big for-
adapters they had were
Yeah.
like
Set up
blue, I
level.
think.
I'm
You
using
send
them
a
to
picture
just
of
use
it.
these
Thinking
straps.
of convenience.
You send a
so it's
picture
not
of
like-
that
I mean,
in the
outside,
Because of
Discord.
that,
Yeah.
it has to be like 2 times thicker because the screw is actually so big on it.
See, what I'm immediately planning to do is just
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
But
it's
yeah.
quite small and the screw hole is fucking huge compared to the size.
Yeah,
and I try
it
to
is
get
huge.
and just average out my waist.
There
like
is
I've been doing
there is
for
one
years.
thought that I was having with these
ahead.
like
Try to work out.
trackers.
My plan is
Do you-
to chuck this on the bed.
I wonder,
and
do you have
only the
a
small
tiny
trackers.
amount of space in the side here to like create a groove?
I mean, they said you could
Because
do it.
if you
gonna do
do,
it.
you could
big is
even
it?
get away with having the
inches?
having the holder not wrap around the tracker and stick
Yeah,
out on
about right.
top, but have it flush with the tracker to make it even smaller.
That might be possible. Yeah. So I mean, I think that should be possible. Yeah, we have some space,
Nice.
like
It's
right in the
just,
middle
like,
of the,
It's a
of the
bit too
device.
thick for like.
I
I
make
send
them
images in the Discord, it's in the media.
On the other
I
side,
mean,
channel.
if
Yeah,
enough
it's-
people
it's
get
on
them,
the,
yeah, I guess if
it's where it goes
if
through
there's
the
enough
top.
volume, yeah, why not?
Make a limited editions.
But yeah, I don't
know,
want
that's
to.
gonna be a fucking nightmare to make accessories.
Well, I
for.
saw a
We
certain
actually
limited
made
edition.
some
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Accessories for the small
We made
trackers,
some
not the
transparent
big.
ones, and they look great.
can
But
think
yeah,
that
they are really hard
Because
to
they're
make.
gonna extend the range with
Yeah.
On a
updates
printer
anyway.
specifically, like did you
I gotta
have
say though,
printers
So
or?
we use like
Because they are
transparent
so,
resin for those,
I thought they would
but
roll a lot
all the
of time.
tolerances are very
It's not
different,
bad,
so you
they
have
don't
to
have an issue.
iterate a lot because
It's
of
not
the
that much of
process.
an issue.
So
and they're
out
actually
of
fun.
like a few many, I think we built like 3 of them in transparent
no,
only,
don't
which
lose me.
try just for show. And
Going fat.
they are also like a bit bigger, so they don't.
But yeah, so I have my Tundra trackers
Uh-oh.
for base plate.
So it's
I think VRChat
a
crapped
little
out
bit
maybe,
thicker
or the headset.
and longer. But
You can
now
put this tracker
Ah,
inside of here, also now.
No.
So far, I've seen the biggest issue with the FluxPose is that
Well, safe
people
to say
with
the lighthouse I'm doing might be obsolete soon. Fuck you know.
pacemakers can't use it apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder. I do know that FluxPose can be
in
calibrated to ignore certain magnets, so maybe there maybe there might be
Well,
something
it's not so
there.
much that way. It's as much that potentially this could cause issues with the pacemaker, although it's more like it needs to be tested.
I have
Not
31
for
trackers,
sure.
I'll be honest.
That's already
Yeah, that's a hard
What do you
thing to
mean?
That
test.
thing can do the same for 500.
What didn't
Why would I bother with like?
how do you pronounce that? Alakamar say
Oh,
that
welcome back.
right now they have not been tested with pacemakers, so it's probably not a good idea to use this if you have a pacemaker.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't have a
Yeah,
pacemaker, so I don't know
That's
if you
is
know.
going camera tracking anyway.
I mean, I imagine it should be okay.
How much
given
meant
the other
with a
interference they have in the world.
pacemaker? I don't
It
know how much that
depends.
is.
I've done some work
Climax is
with
very silent.
LVADs, and those can do some more, but it's more of a unique case.
I mean, is it ferrous
too.
metal though? Like I would imagine there are light metals
It's
that
still
use
supported.
I think it
Oh,
varies.
the
Like I
thing
know
is-
there's some you can wear to like MRI machines, and those obviously cannot be like.
So basically,
Yeah.
the
The first
like,
one out of it.
rule of
Yeah,
thumb
that's-
is if it
Cannot wear
conducts
anything magnetic in
electricity,
MRIs.
it's bad. If it
Mhm.
attracts magnets, it's bad. If it doesn't do any of those, it's good.
So if I have a
That's
beating
fine.
heart, I can't use the FluxPose.
My bed
you have to
frame
If I have
is
a brain,
metal,
if I have a nervous
so I
system,
gotta
I
build a
cannot
new
use
bed
it.
frame.
For example, all the screws we use are of like a very specific alloy, which I don't remember right now, but they are designed to like not interfere at all with the tracker itself. So
Wow.
if you're going to like open the trackers, you
Oh
need
man,
to
I
use
can't
the
wait
same
to
screws
accidentally
if
ingest a
possible.
magnesium screw.
Yum.
You use zinc screws that break when you look at them wrong.
Oh, I love zinc as well.
Gross.
Zinc is so yummy. I love chowing down on it.
A lot of chromium. That's also yummy as fuck. Nutritious.
That's an
I'm sure it's
MEG hardware and
all-
MEG hardware I'd like to play with. I wonder what would happen with this data if I try using this at the same time. I'd probably scramble everything.
I really do wonder how it's gonna handle me taking a piss.
Yeah, that's like it's good you could take it off because like you could theoretically like walk out of your play space and like go to the bathroom while wearing this tracker system. Not that I recommend people
I
do that.
mean, I'm not gonna do it in this in this live right now.
I mean, if it's easy to recalibrate,
See, I did actually
why not
try
just
setting up
take your
base
belt
stations like
off
in my
in the
bathroom.
first
It
place,
turns
you
out
know? I mean,
bathtubs are
Exactly.
very
No, but also
refrigerated.
some people like
Yeah.
scary
That's some
I don't
dedication.
use
Oh my
tracker
God.
belts. I only use like close clips for my tunnel trackers. And
Yeah,
I use the
so
whole
I
ass
put some
belts.
base
I use the
stations
whole
out.
ass
out
build, but I
there.
have a
I've
two
been doing
point
everything
tracker
in
with
blind
the
wolf
That's
battery,
in the
so I
in
can
the
have
bathroom.
Oh my god.
But if I open the bathroom door,
my
that's it.
belt
It's
just keeps
goes
on
out the
moving.
window.
It's crazy.
Porcelain is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
brilliant at reflecting IR.
This is gonna
Don't
be
worry
so
me.
peak.
I'll wait a week or two.
My peak lightweight VR setup is gonna get even more lighter and smaller.
Well, the only other thing that's lighter weight than that
I'm
is
wearing it right now. Yeah, if
nothing.
you
It's
were at the,
Singularis
I
doesn't
can
go with
I can
software,
start a
but that's
stream
gonna be
again. You
really
fucking
pricey.
asshat.
Oh,
I had a whole live stream running with a real life fucking feed and
They were like wearing a
everything.
blanket and like doing stuff. It's like
oh yeah, nah.
shockingly much better than the early
Too
videos
many
many months ago.
compromises in the optical stack, and
I really
you
don't
don't
see a
wanna
downside to
admit
using
that
this
they
versus
had to
literally
make
anything else. Like
compromise.
I
To them,
actually
it's all
think you guys
perfect, but
came
no,
up with like
it's
the
not.
perfect tracking solution.
It's also sucking to
I mean, it works really well for like laying down in the floor or sitting down or whatever, and you can roll around and do whatever you
Do
want.
you see?
Very large of off.
But I'm on 2.0 still, so
Yeah.
Steering wheel.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Right?
it's lagging. It's
Very
lagging.
large standing desk.
I'm thinking about pole
Great
dance.
for 200 kilos.
Damn.
Like,
Well,
that's gonna be good for them.
The
I guess
frame
not
is
then.
metal, but the motor
I
should
don't know,
be
maybe,
shielded.
I guess.
That's a big
Yeah.
market, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most motors are shielded by
How does
by
make an
default.
issue?
Counts for the entire desk, including the
Are there aluminum
That motor
poles?
is
Yeah,
not
it's-
included.
Oh, that is
It's
correct,
right now.
actually. They usually
That's
do
a good
that.
thing to point out, actually.
I mean, if they are far enough from the trackers, they should be fine, but
the housing
otherwise
of the
they
motor
need
is
like a
metal, and
different
that's
type of
enough to
foam.
shield
Yeah.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
magnetic.
No, the housing of the
I
motor.
wonder, to what extent are you
Oh, what?
like detecting metal interference, because I can imagine if
That's what
the
you get
tracker's
for
moving but
buying
I'm
cheap
used not
Chinese
seeing
stuff.
anything, you can kind of
Hey,
just
it's cheap
ignore
British
the
stuff, cheap
magnetic
Chinese
So-
stuff.
thing.
So you've seen on the basic line that there's something that we
The
call
only
the
thing
metal
that
score.
might
That is
interfere
something
here
we
is the fan
come
that I
up
have
that
on this
kind of
corner,
goes
but it's
from 0 to
literally
1.
on the other
0
side of the room
means no
from where I
metal, 1
usually
means
stand.
like
My only
too much
concern
metal to
is
track,
running
kind of.
straight through the
The system
middle of my
behaves
room
differently
on
based
lead
on the
pipes.
metal skull too. So it might trust more the IMU or might do like many different
My
things
house has
to
lead
try
pipes,
to,
and
to like ignore that
Oh,
metal as much
lead.
as possible.
Yeah, it's fine.
So it kind of does, but I mean, you also have to like
cables
try
for
and
an
see
EV
how it
charger.
behaves with like
Is that
a
one
different
power?
system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's copper.
I think beta testing with those Pogo
It's all
answers might actually be a good
ferromagnetic.
idea though, because they are a unique case where
Oh, yeah.
Right, of all that, there's
Very
no
unique.
more.
Shit ton of them, by the way. There's a lot of them in
So I have a
Japan.
very
They're
nice
not any makers
thing
usually.
of
They're
cable
like
going
deals
through
and
my
shit like that,
forearm.
but it's a big market, bro.
Part of my
Like,
half
right
house
now,
takes in
but
7
those people would be
kilowatts.
interested because they wear a fuck ton of trackers and they need it to work.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh wait, I cannot middle
what's the
finger
battery
control
life? Is
fucking
there like
up.
a battery life?
Yeah, so basically
How do
it
you think
depends
of that
on your
outlet?
on what we call the power mode. On like the
wait,
standard power mode, it's should be around 16 hours. If you go into like power saving, it's around 24. If you went like more
That's a long
performance
I hate
mode for
these. I
dancing
want
or
the
so
cut
on,
trackers to
it will
die.
probably
This
go
just
down to like
seems-
10,
they should have never
11,
been
12
created.
maybe.
Oh my
That's
god, do you
more than
wanna
enough,
like
actually.
magically
That's pretty
transform
good.
the death of my
Looks
induction
like
charger?
more
I mean,
than enough
and
control,
again,
like
it's
hardcore
always the
gaming.
same thing where you can make them larger and then have more life. But we prefer to like have them as small as possible.
Yeah, but you can just attach external power if you wanted to do that.
Oh yeah, exactly. Or
Yeah.
just
There's not gonna be that many people who wanna need them for like hardcore movement for like more than
So,
3 or 4 hours.
what do you think?
I mean, you guys are being a Vive Ultimate
I was looking
trackers, so
for
like,
them that
you
is
know, you guys are good.
10 hours
I,
is
I've
about
heard
like
really bad
the
things.
threshold beyond which you don't really care.
I
Usually,
agree.
so yeah, if you can get 24 hours, that's awesome.
Yeah, like the
This was
demographic is so
FluxPose, we
minuscule, I
could've
would
seen
not
the
even take it into
movements.
account, to be honest. Like,
At that point, just
Would-
fucking buy a
you know,
second one.
It's
Like,
not
you need to
the
replace your
side,
headset
yeah.
too, because that would run out of power
Oh,
too
yeah,
at
yeah,
that point.
yeah.
Slide
Sure.
and walk as far, you know,
It's like
from
also
or,
like
until it
really
doesn't work
great
anymore.
hot swapping
I will look like
capability.
a freak,
If you have like
but-
multiple
Yes,
of them, you can just like really quickly change it
exactly.
and it will work
Start just
again.
Plug and
Exactly.
play.
Yeah.
box, yeah, start just
Way
pulling
faster
it
than
outside
Tundras and everything
boxes
else,
and then-
basically.
and then walk.
Yeah, and you shouldn't even have to change the straps, I guess, because they're like
Rainbow.
magnetically
Yeah.
attached to the straps, so it
Not
should be really
anymore.
fast. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
that's really impressive.
that works.
How big is the team? How many people?
And so it's just me and Guillermo. So it's just us two.
2 people?
So I do more the electronic software firmware, and he does all the CAD modeling and so on, and we do both together, all the algorithms and physics, maths, everything.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot
Having
of maths
fun over there.
on this.
Where
like,
are you
Flash
right now?
maths. Hmm?
Be careful with the US though. If you sell to a certain threshold, you have to like pay taxes and shit. It's quite difficult
Yep.
to navigate. Get a good accountant, to be honest, if you can, when you can.
Right now, it seems also very much tougher
What's
than
your
before.
config right now?
Yeah.
Mm.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's put it that
EU is
way.
fine,
Plus,
but
Yeah.
America is
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Go walk outside, it will be funny.
no, it's cold.
So I heard like
Oh,
6th
really
off and
funny.
6th off
Damn, that
plus.
sounds
What's
nice.
the
Yeah.
difference between the two?
So sixth off is like the normal mode where each tracker just behaves as like a Tundra tracker by tracker. It's just a point that gets tracked in space, and the output in like the position rotation gets sent to STVR. That's sixth off. Fuck.
Okay.
Oh no, it didn't crash this time.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
fine.
it.
No, yeah. So basically, sixth off position and rotation gets sent to SteamVR. Okay. For sixth off plus, if for example like your legs are really far from the beacon or you are in a very bad like environment, we can do some extra tricks with the IMU. And it will. I mean, Community is actually using it right now, and it helps a lot because it will doing some kinematics, as for example Slime does, we can pretty much achieve the same tracking quality for the feet, but we have the advantage of still having magnetic tracking, which might be a bit noisier because it's like right very far and maybe very near to a lot of metal. But because we still have the EMF tracking, we can correct for any kind of drift or any inaccuracies.
All right.
So it's basically in 6th of Plus, the feet behave like a slime tracker, but with no drift and more accurate because we actually have like some 6th of data. Yeah, exactly.
So 6DOF Plus needs the knee and chest tracker.
Yeah, you have to have it assigned properly in the software.
Not chest.
No, yeah,
no
so
chest.
you only need
knee
you only need
yeah.
the knee tracker.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
and
because...
you don't need and you don't need a tracker above the knee because again the knee tracker it's 6DOF, which you wear it below the knee, so you actually wear even less trackers than that. Yeah.
Okay.
So actually it's just 2 trackers per leg if you want to use that mode. But I mean like 6DOF with just like a feet tracker works fine for probably most people.
Also, I forgot to ask, but what are the plans regard to the like camera idea, the visual tracking?
So
TOF.
I think so. I think you're referring to like a plan we had before, and it's in some of the demo videos that we made. So we had plans for a tracker that also has like a depth camera. So you just so you put that tracker below your knee, and with the depth information, it can infer the position of the feet. Right now, like like looking at how well it works for Comino, which is probably one of the worst cases, we're not sure if we want to go forward with that path, or we just want to like have the normal trackers and provide the normal 6DOF mode, and maybe the 6DOF Plus for people with very challenging environments. Because again, it's way more complexity. It means more plastics, more like just overall more parts, more things to assemble. Having camera means having crystals, having some kind of a panel to like cover it, worrying about having like a clean room to assemble them. It's a lot of things to worry about. It works well. Obviously, it suffers from occlusion, so that's also a problem because we're like one of our strong points is that we don't have any kind of occlusion. But what if you use those trackers in that depth sensing mode? Because then you have occlusion. That's a bit
that undermines the whole point of the system.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's very comfortable because you get both leg and like knee and feet tracking with just one device. So maybe for like casual people, that's really good because you just like put one strap per leg and you have like perfect tracking under like normal scenarios. So we might still do it in the future, but right now we are not sure. We've bought enough hardware to like send to all the beta testers at least two of them, like one for each leg, obviously. But like for example, we didn't like we couldn't like actually make them in time for Comino. He doesn't have them. So yeah, it's something that we're not sure what to do. It's basically the same hardware as all the other trackers. We just put one more like a flex PCB on top of that tracker, and it becomes the depth sensing one.
Okay.
And it also one more thing. It also lowers your battery life down to like 7 hours, kind of, to 6-7. Yeah. So there's some challenges.
I have to head out, but thank you for the demos today. It was actually really good.
Yeah,
guys.
no worries.
Thanks for coming.
Take care.
Bye.
So one thing that I realized actually from experience again, when you ship anything with a battery to the US via airplane, it's marked as dangerous goods, and it like 10x is the price. It's extremely ridiculously difficult to do, so that's a challenge you'll have to figure out probably.
Yeah.
You can do it cheaper using sea freight, but you cannot really do sea freight when you're shipping to individual customers. So you'll either have to find a distributor or a different way. That's
that's a definitely challenge. Yeah.
There might be a thing like Tundra Labs could help with, like finding a shop that's already established in the US to carry them.
A distributor, yeah. Because you send them in bulk.
That would be nice to have. Yeah.
On a ship, because for example, we were imported batteries from China, from Shenzhen, and we had to walk through a couple loops to get it loaded on a vessel like a sea freight, like a pallet. And yeah, it was difficult, but it's doable. But on a plane, that would be very expensive. Like that would not be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like we also had like issues importing batteries from China for these like beta trackers.
Exactly.
Yeah, like even just like importing them, it's a mess. Yeah.
Yeah,
batteries are hard.
certificates and all that. We did it literally like
dropped down to my regular size.
Yeah, like we actually had to like pay like just for like monthly pay a company just in case we wanted to like get rid of the batteries, just to be able to import them here in the EU.
Yeah. What is it? Recycling.
Yeah,
fee or
yeah,
something?
yeah, exactly. And how they
So
are
wait,
called, but
battery
yeah,
recycling's
exactly.
free here.
Yeah, my colleague
What?
handles that. I don't handle it. I just know it's a thing we pay. So.
Yeah.
Big point.
And I think the minimum they do is like
I'm actually
1 ton
currently
of
sitting
batteries,
on
and
the
you have to pay for
chair,
it
the comfy chair, and that
anyways,
was made
even if
completely
you
out of
don't
metal.
recycle
You
that
do
many
notice it,
batteries.
but it still tracks.
It's
a
still really
precautionary
expensive. Yeah, exactly.
It is struggle.
In the
That's
future it's
struggle.
fine, but like right now it's like we are not using it and we are paying.
You know,
I think
I'm
like
sitting on a
400
chair made completely out of metal, so
or each 2 months.
there's
Yeah,
expected.
That's the thing. Prototyping is expensive.
It's
It's like a very old leaning chair with like all
what's
bunch of metal mechanisms and a metal frame and just a
Oh
bit
no,
of bones all of
we
it.
might do that, but I mean that's a lot of money and time that
My
we
chair
are
has a
now
wonderful
spending
box
on this.
on the underside
But
of
we
it.
have
Just
like a
fills
middle
in
metal
all
top.
the
No, that's pretty
products.
fine. That's pretty fine.
Yeah, it's not.
I said on my chair as well, like mine also has a hydraulic chair. That is fine. That works, but
I suppose.
Yeah, we should actually. And we'll probably like end up doing it once we have like some some weeks to actually work on it and see how it works. And, yeah.
I suppose you have a full-time job or something.
No, so this is this it's not working, right? Yeah, no. So this is actually mine and also Guillermo's full-time work right now. I also have I also have other thing on the side, which is called Aleka Frame, which is an app for Warframe. Like half of the people that play Warframe use this app. It's basically So basically, I just split my time between these two things. Lately, it's just like 100% this. We both Guillermo and I finished our masters like 2 years ago. So until then, we were like studying at the same time. We were working on this.
They basically got from being a student to full-time owning your own business.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So
that's pretty legit.
Yeah, it's been a long while since we started doing this.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, God. Can't wait to receive my kit then.
I can't wait till I can buy a second kit for us so I can also use it.
I really want to be patient, but yeah.
Oh, and also, if you ever need to do like a
I mean,
beta
the
test
fact it's
of,
only a
like,
week
two
away,
ki-
I think
two
it's
kits in one
pretty
room,
good.
hit me up.
Fucking massive, love.
That would actually be a really good idea. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like actually, that's a really good idea. Like, not even joking. Like, once we get around to like actually finishing that should be a really good idea.
I don't have face tracking.
That's crazy.
Ash needs to make the video for me to get fucking face tracking.
Thumbs up.
If they got face tracking, they could suck your toes.
I have face tracking and I'm not doing that.
Oh.
I see you being in I need to count.
Fucking see inside my foot.
I need to count.
I'm too good at making shit. Oh, there we go.
No, it wasn't
There's
you,
my foot.
right? No, it wasn't you. It was. I still here. No,
Hey,
fuck. It was the other person who was in like 20 feet related groups.
Be Dan.
No, we
Oh, it wasn't Dan.
Oh,
we have
only
two.
2 feet groups. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah. Everyone's got 2 feet.
Well, not everyone. The average
No,
human doesn't have 2 feet.
the average amount of feet is probably less than 2.
Honestly, doesn't surprise us.
Anyway, honestly, you're kind of lacking. You're not in. I don't see any feet-related groups in here.
I don't think I am. I can better not be.
Dude.
Like, I would be concerned
I'm
if
one.
the average foot count overall was more than 2.
Yeah. Well, are we counting animals?
On your body or in the freezer?
Yeah.
Is there something you need to tell us?
What the fuck is this conversation about? Anyway.
Toes.
Toes. Let's use this opportunity to advertise now.
Sky isn't in any
Also,
of the
I'm
groups,
using
but-
base station tracking, and I keep losing tracking. So fucking hell.
Great. I have a great magnetic and radio environment. Basically nothing.
Actually, the issue here is that on one side,
I wonder why
it's
that
like
is.
closet,
at
bed,
least 2 armpit groups.
door, desk. There's no good place to put base stations.
On the wall of where the closet is, everything is so tightly stacked. It turns out there's less than a centimeter of room.
Oh my
Like
God.
the night tables, the bed, and the closet and the table is against the wall so tightly that you cannot move it even a centimeter to the sides.
And the only outlets that are near our desk are behind the closet. So if I need to access that, I need to first move my nightstand out of the way, and then I can move the closet to get back there.
And also, if you want to switch cables, you either have to move the nightstand, then the closet, then the table. Or you cannot push it through the other side because there's a bigger gap because it's like a door. Because our bedroom actually has 2 doors.
It's crazy.
One for your
Yeah,
bathroom, but
bathroom.
that door is fucking stupid. I hated it. The first one I saw the door, I was like, no, this door is permanently locked, and it's permanently locked.
I'm
It's an accessibility thing. This used to be an old person's place.
Yeah,
I heard
that. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, my bedroom is pretty much the ideal VR environment.
Ah, these are weapons.
My old bedroom.
So
Oh my
glad.
god! Like how can slam tracking be worse than fucking magnetic tracking? There you go. Thank you. Like it's the thing, like these controls actually track worse.
It's because you're using abandonware.
Okay, I can tell you why. I can tell you why. Matt used 4 EP SLAM cameras. They're really fucking noisy and they're terrible.
Fuck you! They also use instinctive tracking. I think they don't share tracking points, don't they? It's like actually like isn't it like calibrated from the camera view? And they don't actually use shared like instinctive points.
No, they check lab point data. That's why
Yeah, I think our Pico 4 is either dead or
They
something's
do,
extremely wrong.
but why the fuck do I have to hold them in front of my fucking headset all the time for it to calibrate? If it's behind my back,
We might just like
no,
RMA
it's
or
above,
I
it
don't
fucking
know.
doesn't work. It has to be in the
That's
view.
It's like
you have
in
to
a
get
ball.
pair with
There's a lot of
firmware.
them
My pair
on
went
the
fine.
market.
I don't
like,
have the actual
for 200 euros.
And like you.
These are actually these are the second pair. This is the second pair. I would just
this one is like
back the first one
also
because
like
I had
second hand because
after
we
like pretty much using them.
bought like pretty much every like headset we've been able to like find. Yeah, and partly we got like scammed because it doesn't work.
I think I will try to make the glove
So we will
work.
either buy a different one.
Not tomorrow because I'm gone tomorrow.
Something.
I've whacked the
Like,
controller
on
on
Monday.
Don't tell me the other fucking left controller is failing as well.
Hopefully that
Oh,
will
man.
not
Bitch.
fed back.
That bet.
Yeah.
Whoa, the battery on this thing is cooked.
Like
A lot
the
of people own like a Pico 4, at least from.
I've been in
from
VR
all
for
the
one
beta
hour and
testers,
40
like,
minutes. and
I think like
it's
half
on
of them own a
50%.
Pico 4 for some reason.
yeah.
So
Okay, it's telling me
It might just be
important.
this thing's
maybe
fucked.
It's a great
maybe-
headset for
I mean,
PC
it could
VR.
also be the calibration of
Surprisingly,
it. Maybe like once
This
it's
might be
fucking
weird.
right?
once the charge is
Fucking
full
things.
again, maybe it'll fix itself.
But yeah, if it
I've had it
works,
before with
it
tunnel
works really
trackers.
well. It's really reliable once you
Oh, sucks.
get
That's
it
a
like
problem.
dialed in a PC VR setup.
Right now, I'm using like a Quest 3, and it also works really, really well. Like I'm much,
Yeah.
like very much
Then
preferring
any
stuff.
more
than
free
Who wants to
plans
send
when
me
when you
a
visit
left
us?
knuckle? Both my left knuckles have stopped working.
What do you mean?
One of them only lasts an hour and a half, the other one doesn't turn on.
Time
Wow.
when is it?
Ah. Are you
I
nagging?
need more.
Not,
I'm
Yeah.
not the first week of August.
Not the
last
first week of August.
I do have
Okay, wait. That's actually great information.
Can you send me your spare one? I have two.
I think it's on
First week,
EV2.
first week of August. I am camping in the
Thank fuck I
forest.
can still control everything on the one hand though.
Yeah, because I'm the first week of August we're still on vacation. So yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no. Do you mean by first week like
I don't know what
the
that is.
weekend of August?
No,
or like
first through a week.
Thing that has the big trunk.
so from the 4th to the 10th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no joysticks, if I remember correctly.
Because
Brad
when
has
do you come back
Oh.
from vacation?
Not that early.